Hello chess friends, in this video we will analyze game between grandmasters Nisipeanu and Radjabov. They played this game on a Sparkassen chess meeting in Dortmund. Nisipeanu opens the game with the move e4, Radjabov play e5, and after knight f3, knight to c6 and bishop to b5 we have a ruler pace on the board. Radjabov played the move knight to f6 and then Nisipeanu play move d3. That is not the main move, he could also play castle, and after knight capture the pawn on e4, he can play d4 or rook to e1. But he chose to play move d3 instead of the castle, and Radjabov played move bishop to c5, and after that capture on c6, d capture on c6. This pawn is hanging, but it is a tricky pawn, so if white capture on e5, here's the move queen to d4, which threat mate on f2 and capture the knight. So this knight cannot protect the mate. If you try something like knight to g4, black will just capture that knight. So he did not capture the pawn on e5, so he played bishop to g5, and after that black played the castle. We have knight bd2. Idea of that move is to develop the knight somewhere, so he can continue with the knight c4, knight e3. That is also a very good square for the knight. He can do that from the other side, so also he can try knight to f1, and then he can choose between squares e3 or g3 for that knight. But a rook goes to e8 in this position, and after that bishop goes back to h4. We have b5, and after white makes the castle, black continue with his pawn attack on the queen side. He play a5, so Nisipeanu play move a4. After that queen goes to d6. Just want to make this knight free, so this knight can be moved right now. When queen is standing on d8, knight is pinned and he cannot be moved because queen is hanging. So queen to d6 was played, and after that bishop goes to g3, and bishop goes to g4, pin the knight, so h3, and bishop goes to h5. After that, white wants to completely kick out the bishop, so he play move bishop to h2, and then he tried to go with the pawn on g4, which will attack the bishop. So knight d7 white's played here, and after move g4, bishop is under attack, so bishop to g6, and then a knight to b3 attacks the bishop, so bishop goes on the square b6, and then another knight goes to h4, attack another bishop, and after move f6, knight capture the bishop, on g6 h capture knight on g6, and it is time to move the king on g2 because he don't want to be on the same diagonal with the opponent's bishop from b6, and now this pawn from the square f2 can be moved on f3 or f4. So black recognized his idea. White here wants to go with f4, so he played move g5, completely control the square f4. After that white played c3, and maybe that is not so good move because d3 is now weak pawn and it is easy to attack him. So black moved the knight on f8. His idea is to transpose the knight, for example, on e6, and after that on the square f4. So queen c2 was played, and after that queen goes to e7, bishop to g3, and then knight to e6. We have a rook from f to d1, and then rook ed8. We have c4, so white wants to trade the pawns and open the files. After that queen goes to b4, and it is time to trade the pawns on b5, so a capture b5, c capture, and then queen recapture on the square b5. So it is clear that this pawn on d3 is very weak, so black will concentrate his forces to attack the pawn on d3. So he can do that by making a double of rooks on d file and use the knight to support that attack. So white need to give a chance to protect his pawn, and he played the move rook to a3. Idea is to support the pawn when he moves the knight, and after move a4 this knight is under attack and knight was moved on d2. So this pawn on the square d3 is a weak one, but for now he's protected enough because black attacked 2 times from the rook and the queen, so also white protect with the queen and the rook. So for now everything is okay for white, but in the future black can easily increase the pressure on that pawn. Let's see. Black played the move bishop to c5, so he attacks the rook, and then rook goes to c3. After that, bishop to b4, and rook goes up to c4. So queen cannot attack the pawn from the square b5, and d3 pawn is still alive. So black played the move knight d4, attacks the queen. Queen goes to b1. I need to pay attention about the pawn on d3, and then bishop capture on d2, rook recapture on d2. So if we compare these two minor pieces, knight on d4 and the bishop on the square g3, we can see that knight looks much better because this bishop from the square g3 is not useful. And here black played the move c5. He wants to protect the pawn, and he put him on square c5 because he also supports the knight on the square d4. So rook c3 was played because black wants also to play a3 because this pawn is pinned. Queens are on the same file. So rook c3 was played, so he controls square a3, and after rook goes to d7, and black wants to make a double rook, so on A or on D file. So h4, white try to do something on the other side, g capture h4, bishop capture h4, and after g5, which attacks the bishop, bishop needs to go back on the square g3, and then we have king goes to the square g7. After that, rook goes to a3, and then black decided to completely put the rook on a3 out of the game with the move knight to b3, and this rook on a3 is locked, so he cannot get out of that square. He cannot get out using the square a1 because knight is guarding that square. So rook on d2 is under attack. Rook goes to d1, and after rook a d8, black increased the pressure on the pawn, this one here on d3. So white wants to attack the pawn on a4, and he moves the queen on the square a2, and after that rook goes to d4, protect the pawn. So we have rook to e1, and then rook goes to b4. First completely support the pawn on a4, and he will capture later this one on d3. So after queen to b1, it is clear that the pawn on d3 cannot be protected enough, and rook capture the pawn on d3. So this is completely winning position for the black because white's rook on a3 is out of game, and in the future black will organize his rooks to attack pawn on e4, or also to take control over the second rank, so he'll definitely easily win this game. So after the move rook to d3, in this position Nisipeanu resigned the game because it is pointless to continue playing this position. So Radjabov win this game after the move 14. So I hope that this game analysis was instructive for you. If that is true, please let me know that in the comment section below. And thank you for watching this game analysis. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.